This event is one of the many events that we have in the city of Palma, okay? Art Cologne is the top event in terms of art and contemporary art. And since we are very focused in contemporary art, we thought it was a great idea to have Art Cologne in the city of Palma. And the reason for having Art Cologne is another step to get us closer to our goal, which is becoming the European capital of culture. Okay, there's a long tradition for the city of Palma with the culture, and we truly believe that culture is the force of change to the touristic model that we are doing in the city of Palma. The reopening of Llotja, okay, La Lonja in Spanish, it is something unimaginable many years ago, okay? It was reopened 2 years ago and is by far one of our top most important iconic buildings in the city of Palma, okay? It's Gothic, okay? And traditionally it was not easy to visit it, okay? So we had this beautiful space totally unspoiled, and it wasn't used the way we thought it needed to be used. Okay, La Llotja has been reopened 2 years ago exclusively for top international art exhibitions. Okay, right now we have Paysage Miró. Okay, Paysage Miró is the most important Miró exhibition that we've had in the history of Palma. Okay. It's more than 90 pieces from Joan Miró in 5 different spaces in the city. Okay, this Paysage Miró, it will be traveling to Madrid once it finishes, and for us it is to put the Miró figure where it needs to be. Okay, Miró spent his last 40 years in the city of Palma. He died in the city of Palma, and most of his work was done in our city. And Miró was totally influenced by our light, the city, the style of life, the day-to-day life of the city, and many of these ideas form part of his work. Okay, so for us, it was a doubt that we had, a depth that we had with the figure of Miró, and with this exhibition, I believe we've made it greatly. It is quite difficult to talk about quotas and limitations, okay? Because many of those decisions do not depend on us, okay? They depend on the Spanish government, they depend on Brussels, okay? So, on those areas where we have a say, we've made the homework. And basically, we have limited completely the growth in terms of hotel beds, and we are incentivizing those hotel beds to switch to high-end type of hotel beds. Okay, so there is right now a limit in the number of beds that the city of Palma can has. There's a limit in the number of cruises that arrive into the harbor of Palma. Okay, and whenever possible, we will be putting those limits. That's one thing. Second thing, we are transforming our model. Okay, and our model goes towards a high-value type of client, okay? Obviously, we will continue being a family destination, that's for sure, okay? But we are also complementing that family destination with tourists that we could describe them as cosmopolitan high-end, okay? As a way to basically balancing the arrival of tourists and balancing the number of bed nights that we have in the destination. That's the key to become a global destination, okay? We are a very well-known destination, okay? And very focused in 3 or 4 source markets, okay? We want to continue working with those source markets, and as of today, the UK market is still the #1 market, and we want to continue to be like that. However, we need to diversify, okay? Because we believe that the destination can appeal to many global type of travelers, okay? So all these new connectivities that we will be having in 2026, plus all the different events around culture that we are putting together will help us with that diversification, which is where we need to be for the next 3 to 5 years.